here, so let's... All right, and now up with us here, privateer hero and main event guy, Kevin Moranz. Hi, buddy.
Howdy, howdy. I appreciate you having me.
No problem, no problem. I know you got a long day of driving here, so we'll take up some of that time. Now, I'm here, as you know, solo in the studio by myself because the rest of these guys bailed out because they're just not committed to the show like I am. So we're going to cold call Justin because if Justin doesn't answer this call, we decided he doesn't get his Kevin Moranz hat he's been looking for. Oh, whoops, I guess... Let's see. Kev's probably going to hang up on us because it mutes him.
Hey, this is Justin. A message and I'll get back to you.
Hold on, Kev. We're leaving a message here.
At the tone, please record your message.
Sorry.
When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You can leave it. Go for it.
To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, this is Kevin Moranz here. Just want to let you know, since you're not going to answer our call on the best podcast around, I don't know if we're going to be able to send you that KM hat, bud. So just hopefully you call back in the next, 5 minutes and we'll make it happen.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. Oh, man. Okay, now let me see. How the hell do I hang up on just him? Oh, there we go. Let's end that. Boom. Stupid multi-calls. All right. Anyway, buddy. So, last night, we fucking did it. We were in the main, baby. Oh, my God. It was epic. Run us through, and then I will run you through the emotions I had all day watching you, okay? Because it was going both ways here.
Yeah, no, let you start, and then I'll tack on top of it from what you were seeing, even through qualifying, and then the LCQ, and I'll touch base with it too. So what were your emotions?
Okay, so let's start with qualifying because you had that that fucking wild get off in qualifying, and I'm watching, and so mind you, okay, I will tell you, I had a very interesting business meeting yesterday morning. About some contract work for the powder coating side of things, and basically it's a decent sized contract, and my mind was very askew into that, but then trying to focus on the race also. So I'm doing paperwork, trying to figure out numbers for this to bid this stuff out, and then I'm half watching, and all of a sudden I look down, I see you, and I just see you fucking nose pick and just wha-bam everywhere like a fucking explosion in qualifying.
So you saw it live.
Oh, yeah. And then you just stand up and be like, yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. And I just started dying laughing out loud, man. It was epic.
Well, dude, so I was going to try for another fast lap. And then when I went through the loops, kind of messed up in the loops. And then I turned the corner, I was going to get that 3 in. As soon as I didn't get the 3 in, I was like, okay, we got to do a chill lap because this just ain't it. So I just double, and I was getting ready to go table over single, and I got cross-threaded. My front end did something weird, or I don't know if my feet caught on something, but long story short, cross-threaded and just nose picked down, and I was not even close to getting all the way over the table over single. And yeah, dude, it pogoed me, threw me under the bars somehow, and I landed right on my back. But literally, dude, God was looking out for me or something, because it threw me on my back, and my bike nose picked, flipped up, and was coming right for me. And somehow honestly, it happened so fast, but I leg pressed it off of me, so it didn't smash me. So I got really, really lucky, and then immediately popped right back up, before I even stopped rolling, because one, it didn't hurt, thankfully, but two, I also know, you, for instance, my parents are probably watching, I got sponsors watching. There's too many people that are watching that actually care about me for me to lay there. I always pop up immediately. That way people know that I'm okay. The only reason why I don't stand up immediately is if I literally physically cannot stand up.
Well,
that's when you know something's wrong.
Like I said, puckered my butthole for a split second there, and then when you thumbs up, I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. Oh, man.
Dude, and then Supercross posted it. dude, everybody's just blowing it up.
Dude, and that's because it's like one of the weirdest like little crashes I have seen in recent memory. Because like you said, it just straight it was almost like you landed almost front number plate completely flat on the ground essentially, and it just pogoed you off that way. It was super weird and awkward.
Yeah, we kind of destroyed a front wheel though, so we had to swap that out. So I got to figure that situation out.
We got a wheel sponsor, don't we?
Yeah, we got a wheel sponsor, but it's just there's no product available.
That's true too. Well, call and be like, look how famous I am. I'm gonna need a new one. All right. Supercross posted this. I'm gonna need a new wheel.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like it's been pretty sick. Like how much TV time and coverage like we're still getting and we keep getting. It's pretty cool.
It is. It's awesome for not to put this in a downer situation, but for a guy who has not been making mains. Like they fucking love you on the TV and on the fucking race day live coverage, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right. So then we go into what was it? Heat race, and the heat race start wasn't great, if I remember correctly.
It wasn't great.
Because I was watching, and I was like, oh, he did not get a good jump because he was not in the front. Now you did have a move. I think it was in the LCQ too. You were good at like you would come outside that first corner, and then because there was that short shoot into the right-hander, you would stay right and then be able to be on the inside going into the little double before the whoops or whatever, which was a sick move. Like a lot of people were using that to just hang tight there and then pass a bunch of people that got pushed outside there in that second corner. So that was sweet. And then, man, that LCQ, I was watching that, and so you're in. And I'm like, ooh, but Brees is coming, and like 7 Deuce Deuce was right there, and I was like, oh, this isn't boding well. And then when they got by you,
and we got Wilson and Ferrandis,
yeah, and then they got by you, and you were like you were hanging right with them, and I was like, look, dude, I know Brees is on probation and got fined or whatever from the last time he touched the 7 Deuce Deuce, but if it comes down to it, like last corner, he's going in for the takeout. So just be there because something will happen, and there's a good chance you can skirt it. And then sure as shit, Freddie gets buck wild in the whoops and just kamikazes everyone in front of you, and I'm like, yes. Here we go.
Yeah.
So then the emotions were high and the heart rate was high.
Yes.
And then Joan Cross, dude. Then Joan Cross gets by you, and I'm screaming, no. And then I see you set it up, and I'm like, oh, here he goes. And the fucking pass you put on him was the most perfect block pass I've seen all year. You went up, made perfect contact, didn't take him out, didn't take yourself out, and then boom, you were gone. And I was like, yes. And I mean, dude, I was going, let's fucking go. I'm screaming. Ashley's laying on the couch half asleep going, what the hell are you doing? And I'm just like, we're in, baby. We're in. I even told her, I was like, heart rate's high. I didn't check it to see what it was, but it was high. I was jumping, and I was falling asleep before that. So, you know, I was pumped. We were there.
I love it.
So
I love it, man. Yeah, so I got out to a decent start, right behind Freddie. Kind of pinched Brandis off in the first corner, and then he blew past us in the whoops, and then was just following Freddie. And actually, like the biggest thing that we had going into the night, especially after the qualifying get off, is like main event, no main event, whatever happens, happens. But the biggest thing is we need more commitment in the whoops, and we need aggression. So like when I get past, don't just take it, more or less.
Yep.
Like kind of give it back. So, absolutely stellar couple runs to the whoops. Like, I passed Freddie straight up in the whoops, and I was like, yo, like, I was proud of it. You know what I mean? Because, like, I've been struggling in the whoops. Let's just be real.
Yep.
So, when I did that, really happy with that. And then the next lap was going to do the exact same thing and caught an edge real bad and almost died. Well, when I did that, you know how I had right shoulder problems from A1? That was my shoulder.
Yeah.
It kind of like, it felt like it like rolled out, rolled back in kind of deal. Like it did that little thing that like makes it weak and hurt. So it was weak for like the next 2 laps. And that's how Brees and Freddie, like those guys kind of started pulling on me a little bit. And I was like that fifth-ish spot, and I was like, gosh, dang it, like, come on. And I knew that I was like, if something happened, I even had the exact same thing in my mind, too. It's like, dude, like, these guys are about to start duking it out. Like, anything can happen.
Yep.
And I'm coming through the whoops on the last lap, and I see a yellow flag go up. And I'm just like, please be 2 of them. Please be 2 of them. And then I get out to the corner, and I see 2 of them. I'm like, let's go! And then I come around, bro. I stalled it on the last lap. That's how Cross got around me. So I go past the mechanics area. You double into the little corner. You go right. It's a little straightaway. Go left, and it's 5 jumps. So we were going 3-2 into the corner before the little double and then the Supercross triple. I go 3-2 into the corner and stall it when I land the 2. And I'm like creeping with momentum while I'm trying to start it. I hear Cross like he was going to come around the outside of me. So I had a little bit of momentum while I was trying to start the bike. I yank it right and stick my foot out as far as I can. So he has to check up and roll the double. I get my bike started, roll the double right behind him, triple it, turn right, go 2, 3, 2, setting it up in the corner. I'm like, Kevin, you are taking both of you guys out of this race before you just let it slip from you like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was fully committed. And, like, you know me. Like, everybody was really proud of that because I'm usually a really clean, I'll get around you kind of racer. Like, I like the cat mouse game.
Yeah.
But you can't do that with the quality of riders that we have in this class, plus being on the last lap of the LCQ.
Uh-huh.
So I was really proud of the straight commitment for that, and then obviously we got it done. So it is badass, man. But like, I wish they would have had the camera on us right after the Brees and Freddie thing, because dude, nobody saw the drama of how I stalled it, and that's why Cross got around me.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I just figured that he got close somehow. Honestly, I had zero idea, to be honest with you. And then when I saw he was by you, I was like, no, we're so close. And then, man, like I said, that pass you made on him was so perfect. And, like, if he's mad about that pass or whatever, which he shouldn't be, like, he can go fuck off, because that was such a perfect, like, you didn't go in and, like, T-bone him and fib his ass. You literally just went in, slid it up sideways. I mean, it was very arena cross pass. Arena cross pass. Exactly. And it was fucking perfect, dude. That was all there was to it. And then you put her in the main, and then you go fucking P20 in the main, which was awesome. So
I was running 18th for probably 3/4 of it, and then lost 2 positions at the very end.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, Oldenburg and Starling looks like got by you, so I mean, whatever. So
yeah, and then Chase grabbed me at the very end too.
Okay,
but I mean, I was right on Oldenburg, like through the last half of the race. I was right behind him.
Yeah. So overall, man, dude, great night. I mean, it was. It's literally just we're right there. You're one of the guys that, like, there's a group of probably, I don't know, 6 to 10 of you privateers that all can make it in, that we all talk about, like, yeah, it could be this guy, it could be that guy, it could be this guy. And I mean, you pulled it off, dude. So congratulations. It was awesome to watch. It was awesome to be a part of it, so that's cool. And now we can move onward and upward and get some more.
Absolutely, man.
We're going East Coast here. So you're on the road right now, correct?
Yep, I got about 20 hours left until I'm home, so super excited about it.
I was gonna say, are you you're going back to Kansas to stay then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so Kansas to Minnesota, and then headed down to Texas right after Minnesota. Are you stopping in Kansas on the way through, or you're just driving straight through down to Texas and going that route and then?
So since I'm driving 25 hours back to California, so over the next 2 days, I actually booked a flight to get up to Minneapolis. So I'll fly into Minneapolis Thursday, fly back Sunday.
Gotcha.
And then I haven't 100% decided what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to try to base myself out of my house, just get a couple, ride a day or two in between each of the rounds moving forward at my house, or there could be a possibility that I try to set myself up in Florida somewhere. I just go through Minneapolis, maybe drive down to Texas, so I have my van there, and then drive straight over to Florida, and then base myself out of Florida for the remainder of the year. But I don't 100% know right now. I really don't know what my plan is.
Got it. Well, at least we're back. At least we're back East Coast, man. At least we're back East Coast.
Yeah, that's no joke.
I don't envy you doing this drive either. You know what I find funny is, like, Craig is driving back to Florida right now. Like, legitimately.
Why?
I don't know. They kept talking about it last night, about him, being able to think about this race, driving all the way back to Florida. And I thought they were joking. I was like, dude, these guys don't drive. They fly. Like, why do you keep saying this? And then come to find out, like, yeah, he wants to take his truck back to Florida because they're going to be in Florida for the rest of the season or whatever. So, yeah, him and the family are driving.
Dude, if I've got his support and his funding, bro, I'm paying somebody to drive that and I'm flying back.
I say you can ship a truck for like a couple $1,000 or less. Like I would have just shipped the truck and flown back.
I mean, not even that. You could probably give a buddy, somebody that he made trust, $500-600 to just pay for all his fuel and food, and you'd be set.
Yeah.
You're saving yourself a day and a half of driving.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing to think about, them in the car with 3 kids driving literally across country from West Coast to East Coast. Like, I'm like, man, that's
rough.
That's an interesting thing, but all right.
Oh, but he doesn't have to race this coming weekend. Never mind. I didn't even think
yeah, that's a thing too. So, yeah, I don't know, but so we're pumped about getting some East Coast dirt going though, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm super happy to be out of the baseball stadium vibe, concrete tracks, goofy tracks, and whatnot. It was pretty cool. Like, I mean, even just to say I've been in a 450 main event at Anaheim, it's kind of dope. So,
yeah.
I remember going there when I was 5 years old to watch, literally, Eli Tomac and all these guys race, and now I'm racing them.
Yeah. Now you're part of those guys. You're one of them.
Yeah.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome. How was what did you think of the track last night, other than the fact there was about 10 too many whoops?
Yeah. Honestly, man, I kind of liked it. The speeds are challenging. That obviously sucked. It worked to my advantage a little bit until I got squirrely in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they're just making them really tough. Really, it's the consensus through the whole pit, everybody, that the whoops are just way challenging this year. Pretty dangerous, more or less. Just very tough. There's a lot of people going down in them. They're not very racy. It's more just like a couple people were saying, it's just surviving through them. So other than that, I do like the rhythms and whatnot. I'm tired of the sand. I'm ready for them to just get rid of sand and Supercross altogether. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just excited to get back into actual stadiums that are more, I guess, real Supercrossy, arena crossy vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, the sand last night was very interesting because it didn't seem to like the weekend before in Glendale, you had that big sweeper turn, so it kind of flowed. It was nice. It worked. Last night it seemed like a very abrupt corner to have sand in.
Yeah, and then some sketchy rollers that got pretty rutted, and then got sand and ruts, but it's hard ruts with slippery sand on top, so you get crossroad really easy. And yeah, I struggled there. That's probably the biggest section that I struggled in.
Yeah. Did what was it like in the main event there to have Roxon riding behind you there for like 2 or 3 laps, because he got caught up on that tough block at the start and then was in pretty much dead last, and I saw him behind you over on the left side of the screen for a couple laps there, and I'm like, oh, Kev's butt's puckering because Ken Roxon's revving his bike behind him right now.
Yeah, I mean, that is I struggled with that last year, just getting really nervous about who's around me. This year it's obviously changed a little bit. I know I need to be one of those guys, and I am one of those guys, so not necessarily moving out of people's way. But I did understand that realistically, I'm getting fatigued towards the end of an LCQ. So running Roxon's pace in a main event is not realistic for me right now.
Yep.
So it doesn't, it's not like I'm just letting somebody like that by, but at the same time, you have to be smart, considering that was my first main event, and I've been struggling a little bit with endurance this year. So I was just going into that main event, I was 100%. I told Chris, my mechanic and everything, on the pit board, it's all I want to see is my lap time, so I see, how much I'm varying, whether I'm staying on pace or I'm dropping off.
Yep.
And pretty much want to race myself. And then if we get later into the Moto and whatnot, and say I've got somebody right in front of me I'm tracking down, or somebody behind me coming up on me, I just want to see a plus or a minus, however many seconds somebody's in front or behind me, so I can kind of pace myself and not lose the position in the last few laps.
Yep.
So I pretty much just told him going into it, we're just going out there to get this experience, race myself. I don't care who else is out there. We just got to start somewhere and just continue building. Like, I mean, it sucks to say, dude, but it's the only way I'm able to do it within my practice year program, to jump into racing and just build throughout the year.
Yep. Nope. You're 100% right, man. That's 100% the way to do it, is just to keep step by step, brick by brick, man, making it happen. So, and this is a good...
And I mean, it's been pretty cool to see it last year, the constant improvement every round, and even going into this year, like, we've literally gotten better every single round almost.
Yeah.
So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and on top of that, you had the crash at A1, which got the shoulder all discombobulated, and so then it was a couple weeks of trying to figure that out. So, yeah, no, man, I mean, if there is anything going wrong, there are people around me that are freaking out for you, and because they know I know you, they will get a hold of me and be like, is he going to drop the 250? I'm like, no, he's fine.
Yeah.
Relax. We're 6 rounds in. We've made a main. There are 20-some factory dudes there. He is right there in the mix with these other guys. He had a little shoulder thing. Like, it's fine. It would be like, I mean, it's like a second-line player on an NHL team not scoring a goal for, like, 4 games, and then everybody freaking out, like, is he all right? Should he quit playing? No. Just relax. We're fine. Everything's fine. Situation's normal. We're good to go. So... well, I was going to see you this week, but I'm not going to now because I will not be headed to Minnesota due to there are different things, because we're trying not to get taken off YouTube here. There are different things happening there that I'm sure you're well aware of that we were not committed to doing. And
gotcha.
So
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I put the wheels in motion to cancel this trip last week. And then not this week we just went through, but the week before even. And then, and then our buddy up there, Isaac, with Isaac Nelson Design, sent me a thing, I want to say like Wednesday or Thursday. No, I think it was Thursday, like midday, that says all of the things we were worried about are now being dropped. So I'm like,
so I 100% know what you're talking about. Somebody has just texted me that too as well. So, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, needless to say, at the end of the day, it's fine because I have a ton of stuff I need to do here. Anyway, I'm not prepared to leave because we were going to leave and go Wednesday and go to like Mall of America for a couple of days before. But needless to say, I'm not set up to leave at this time and go do that. So I'm just I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So we'll still be at Indy, Detroit, and St. Louis. So we'll be at those 3. And as I think I've talked to you, I don't know, maybe with some other people, Indy, we're going to do a big team dinner, Moto Aftermath show team dinner on Friday night. So
beautiful.
With everybody. I don't know where we're going yet, but I got to figure that out. So, because me and Justin and Ashley and the kid are coming down, and then we'll get you and Meshi and Sater and Max and probably Kessler, and I don't remember who the fuck else I've been talking to, but so gonna try to do big team dinner down there, man. Courtesy of the Moto Aftermath show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like it.
So that'll be awesome. And then like I said, St. Louis will be just me, Justin, and Cole are coming down there for that. So that's a weekend for the boys there. So and those pits are inside. So it'll be are your parents going to St. Louis?
100%.
Oh my God,
my biggest round.
That weekend just got way better for me.
Yeah.
Now I get to see your mom, and she's a fucking wonderful, and your fucking legend, your dad. Jesus, God, I'm pumped now.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Are they coming? Are they coming to Dallas too?
I don't know yet.
All right.
Are you coming to Dallas?
So honestly, I looked at it because in canceling our Minnesota trip, I got about $750 worth of credits to the airlines to use. Because obviously they're not going to give you your money back, but you can book another flight. And I looked at flights the other day, and unless I wanted to fly in the back of the plane and get there about midnight, it was like $1,200 to $1,700 for me to get there. And I was like, nope, I'm out. I'm going to sit on my couch for my $5 Peacock Premium and watch it at home. So the thought has been rolling around for a long time, but the flights were they were like $700-800 for a long time. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And then they got cheap for a little while, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll go, especially when the Minnesota thing was starting to fall apart. And then, like I said, they're just so fucking ridiculous now that I'm like, nope, I'm out. So I did think about it. It was rolling pretty hard towards it, but yeah, that put the brakes on it. So nope.
I mean, that makes sense,
so I'm just out. How's the Patreon thing going? We getting some new people signed up for Patreon here, or what? What's their deal with it?
It's moving. Again, man, it's kind of a slow process. I would love to see it blow up and take off, but I just got to continue beating it into the I guess, marketing way of showing that it's a creative way for people to support the program, and they get awesome benefits in return instead of vice versa. They get awesome benefits that, they got to support the program to get it kind of deal. So, it's a really cool program. We're getting the front fenders getting filled up. We got to fill the fork tube, so we just need a couple more people that $65 a month deal to get the name on the bike, and it all goes back into engine fees, hotels, flights, all the parts, helping Sater out, making the vlogs happen. So
the vlogs are looking good.
It's a work in progress. I know, dude. He's doing such a good job. Insane.
He is. I text him when he does. I text him when he does something a little different and it works. And I'm like, dude, great job. Like, keep going. And it's fun because I've seen even the progression through his filmmaking here over the last 6 weeks has been phenomenal to see. So, yeah, it's doing well. It's doing well. I really like it. So,
dude, I'm so bummed that we lost the GoPro that has all the LCQ footage and the main event footage.
Was that how did you lose that one?
It's on a metal plate, and the metal plate sheared off in the main event, and nobody found the GoPro.
Lame.
Yeah, dude.
So lame.
Pretty bummed about it.
Wait,
it has that pack and everything on it.
Oh,
LCQ.
You lost the one last night. Holy shit. Okay, sorry. Yeah. I was back 2 weeks when you lost one. I was like, I thought you got that back, but you lost the one last night. What the fuck? What metal plate? What metal plate did you have it on?
So we have it. We got a metal plate that screws into. It goes into the triple clamp.
Okay.
So you put the fork bolt in, and it's just a little metal plate that goes over around the triple clamp, on the triple clamp, and it just has the metal plate that's bent, and then it has a little GoPro mount. So it sits kind of in front of my bars, next to my front number plate, kind of.
Okay.
And yeah, when I took my digger in qualifying, it kind of bent it, so we bent it back, which must have just weakened it, and then it just sheared off during the main event. At some point. I don't know, because I never hit the ground, but I finished the race, looked down, and it was off, and I was like, oh, geez.
So what you're saying
is...
I
went straight over to the track crew, and was like, yo, lost the GoPro, make sure everybody looks for it. And they told me, they got a radio, that, oh yeah, we found a GoPro. I was like, all right, sweet, take care of it. They found Mosman's GoPro from the 250 race.
Lame.
So they didn't find mine, and then the track crew already started tearing the track apart right after the main event, so it's gone. It sucks. But now I'm GoPro-less again. Feel bad, too, because we lost the GoPro, then I had a fan reach out, buy me another GoPro to keep the vlog going, and now we just lost that one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's time to call GoPro and be like, look, bro, I'm going to need a mount.
It's time for them to let us put it back on our helmet so we don't deal with these things.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
But I understand the safety precautions, so it's part of it.
Yeah. Well, I am acquiring a 3D printer here relatively soon, and my goal is to try to figure out some sort of mount system to be able to mount it so that it looks relatively decent and it's a universal mount and it will not do what yours did. Although it sounds like yours sounds pretty sweet. Where did you get that one? Who came up with that? Or you guys just made it?
Somebody met me out at the races at A2, and I bought it from them, and it worked really well. That's what we've been using for the last weekend, or 2 weekends, I think, from A2, and then Glendale is that mount, and then, in qualifying, when I took that digger, it bent it a little bit, so we bent it back, which must have just weakened it.
Yeah, because I the actual GoPros, they're putting those on the fenders, aren't they? Like for Mosman and Barsha?
It's inside the number plate.
Number plate. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like they cut a hole in the number plate.
Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I got to figure something out, though, so when I go to these national events, they don't fucking yell at me. Because, like, the locals, they don't care. I can wear it on my helmet, but, like, the national events, I know you get a bunch of shit for it, so. What a pain in the ass. Just let me wear it on my helmet. Shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that sucks. That really does suck, because, yeah, that would be awesome to have all that footage, but whatever. Such is life, right?
Part of it.
Yep. But now we got to call GoPro and get a new one.
Yeah, we got to do something. Those bad boys aren't cheap.
No, they're more expensive. I just bought another one for the show, and they went up in price. They're $500 for the new ones. I'm like, Jesus, get off of it. So,
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, anything else you want to talk about?
I think we're solid. Guys, check out moranzmafia.com. Jump on the Patreon. Appreciate you guys jumping on board, supporting the program. Goes back to obviously the end of our program, good cause, and helps Stater, helps me take care of Stater, keep the blog going. So,
hell yeah,
it's a cool little program. Check it out. Appreciate the support.
Sweet, awesome. Well, thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your drive. I got a couple other things I'm going to talk to you about here, so don't hang up.
Alrighty, sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right, and boom, Kevin Moranz, everyone.